Good morning, guys. Myself Sachin Sharma, your physics teacher. Now, in the series of Electrostatics 10, today's topic of discussion is electric field lines and their properties. As I told you earlier, that there are three modes of representation of the electrical environment around a source charge. One is electric field intensity, second is electric potential, and the third one is electric field lines. Okay, electric field intensity is the vector representation, electric potential is the scalar representation, and the electric field lines are the graphical representation of the same electric field. Okay, basically this is the path of a free isolated test charge in the electric field. Suppose there is a source charge Q. If you put a test charge Q naught in the surroundings of the source charge Q, what will happen? The test charge will move away from the source charge. It will follow some path. So this path is known as electric field line. So I am narrating this electric field lines. These are the graphical depiction of the electrical environment around a source charge, which is nothing except the path of a free isolated test charge in the electric field. Now some properties of electric field lines. First property is these are the imaginary smooth and continuous curves, but the electric field they represent is real. You know, electric field lines are imaginary. You cannot see the electric field lines, but the electric field, the effect they create is real. Second one is the tangent drawn at any point on the electric field line represents the direction of electric field at that point. Guys, one thing is to be noticeable, that electric field lines either be the straight lines or curved path. Okay. Next one, third property, they are open curves. It means for an isolated positive charge Q is greater than 0, electric field lines are radially outwards, extending to infinity, starting from the positive charge. And for an isolated negative charge, they are radially inwards, terminating to the charge. Okay, it means if we plot the electric field lines for the positive charge, it will look like as in the figure. You can see electric field lines are drawn with the help of vectors. Okay, the arrow represents the direction of electric field lines. They are starting from the positive charge approaching to infinity. In the same manner, for the negative charge, they are approaching to the negative charge coming from the infinity. These are the electric field lines for the isolated positive and negative charge. You can see. Okay, the beauty of these electric field lines are, you see, field lines are represented by the vectors. You can see as you move from the charge away, the length of the vectors decreases. It means the length of the vectors represent the value of electric field. Okay, and the value of electric field depends, E is proportional to 1 upon r square. Okay, so as you move away from the charge, what will happen? The value of electric field will decrease. You can see here. Now the next property, sorry, it means electric field lines start from positive charge and terminate at negative charges. You can see. Next one, fourth property, no two electric field lines can intersect to each other. If they do so, we can have two directions of electric field at one point of their intersection, which is impossible. You can see in the diagram. Okay. Next property, fifth, high density of electric field lines indicates strong electric field and vice versa. It means if electric field lines are closer, they will represent the strong electric field, and if they are far away, they will represent weak electric field. Okay, so high density of electric field lines refers the strong electric field, and low density of electric field lines refers the weak electric field. And the next one property, electric field lines are always perpendicular to a charged conductor. This is the very important property of a charged conductor. We will discuss later in details what is the beauty of the charged conductor. Okay, now motion of a charged particle in uniform electrostatic electric field. This is our next topic, which I will discuss in the next video. I think there is some problem in recording the video. Okay, I will discuss later on this. Okay, I can carry. So the next topic is motion of a charged particle in uniform electrostatic electric field. First of all, you see the uniform electric field is represented through parallel equidistant field lines of equal length. Okay, you can see the electric field lines are parallel. Okay, they are of equal length and having in the same direction. Okay, so uniform electric field is represented through parallel equidistant field lines of equal length. Deviation of this fact always represents non-uniform electric field. So there is a charged particle having mass m and charge q placed in uniform electric field E. Due to this electric field, say there is a particle of mass m and charge q is placed in uniform electric field. Due to electric field, it will feel Coulombian force, which is Fe is equal to QE in the direction of electric field, and if particle is negatively charged, it will feel same Coulombian force QE but in the direction opposite to electric field. Okay, so due to this electrostatic force, particle do one dimensional motion. and we can have all the three equations of motion. Okay, v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square is equal to u square plus 2as for the particle. Okay, so charged particle have mass m, so it will have acceleration which can be calculated. A is equal to applied force at the particle due to the electric field divided by the mass of the particle. Put the value of Fe, which is QE upon m. So acceleration is QE upon m. If Q is positively charged particle, if Q is positively charged, then acceleration is in the direction of electric field. If Q is negative charge, then acceleration will opposite to the direction of electric field. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.